Action Network. Deconstruction Junction is actually the name of the program. Love and Action Network's Deconstruction Junction. I'm Dr. Flo. I'm not having a stroke. I just have meetings today scheduled out of my ass, and I'm armed with coffee,
Pew, 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 pew,
which
pew.
means that it is a high-flying time in the network, and we are thrilled to be with you every week. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Flo, online coach and mentor to the star in us all, encouraging, equipping, and empowering you to live your best life, follow your bliss, and to get into good trouble by using your time, talent, and treasure for connecting with your dreams and with all of humanity. It is a thrill to coach you and mentor you and be present to what you're going through. This morning, we had an amazing room over on Clubhouse. Dr. Lisa stopped by, Nisi, Dolly, Angie, Cam, Poppy stopped by. It was just an amazing time. Tara, of course, was there. And who am I talking about when I say Tara Praolo?
Hey y'all, I'm over here sharing out the space to the WhatsApp community, and if you're not there and you want to be there, you want the flares in your phone, get there. Get there if you can. That's at lovedandlovable.bio.link. You can join. So that is over there. I'm Tara Priolo. I am your resident Black, biracial, multi-passionate musician. I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same, including the definition of white passing, which is a choice, y'all. It is an action, and a biracial girlie defined it wrong on the Tickety Talks, and apparently it is in the echelon again out on the interwebs. So anyway, but no, it's an action. It's a choice to deny your marginalized, oppressed, most fabulous mixing of yourself, you know. Anyway, so that's where we'll start. But also, if you have something like that, if you scrolled something on TikTok, if you scrolled on something on Threads, if you're deconstructing, I just was watching and falling asleep to a YouTube video that was deconstructing some MLM stuffs, or if you are just deconstructing something in your life, if you're sad, if you're angry, if you're wanting to just work through something and you want to do it in front of people, with people that can handle pretty much anything that you're going to throw at us. We would love to have you as a guest host on Deconstruction Junction, or perhaps that could spin out into your own podcast segment with Love and Action Network, or on your own. One of our goals at Love and Action Network is, of course, the educational side. Teach you how to do it, teach a man to fish, and he'll feed himself for a lifetime, right? And that is what we want to do for bold dreamers just like you. We are going to move pretty quickly today, so y'all got to open your ears, and I would suggest not watching this one on 2x speed, because we're already going to be talking fast. Happy Fade in the Water Day. Y'all, the blackety black ones know. All right. I just really liked this picture, so I wanted to bring it. Fade in the Water Day, 2nd anniversary. The art is by painting by PETA, I think, at protonmail.com. And it's this lovely image of the Montgomery dock, famous for the man jumping into the water and swimming, because the hat went up in the air, child. The hat flew, and we all knew what time it was, and no one got arrested and no one served time. And it was a beautiful day to be Black in the neighborhood.
It was the day that we learned that Black people will support one another.
That part.
We're not going to be casually disrespected. You're not going to act a monkey around us and expect us just to stand there scared anymore. And I saw so much Black solidarity and solidarity from people who do not look like us.
True.
As related to letting those ignorant bitches have it.
That part, with the folding chair.
Are y'all still moving human first? Are you still relating to people beyond their labels?
And beyond their screen names. Keep going.
Well,
keep going.
Yeah. Beyond their screen names, are you allowing them to show up in full vulnerability? We had a gentleman show up this morning in the 11 o'clock room that's going through some deep grief. He didn't know where to place that grief. We allowed him to be human first. We can hold it. We can love you as you are. there are people out in the world who are doing some pretty shady things, but it's not everybody. And we hold here in the network that we are all worthy of love. We are all worthy of seeing our dreams come true. We are all worthy of letting our freak flags fly. What's changed in your life, Tara, as you began to see people from beyond their labels and just as human? How has that opened you up? Has it opened you up?
I think to me, it just makes me less angry. You know, we haven't talked about this for a long time, but like one of the quotes of 2025 that like got me and has like radically changed my life and the way that I exist is that everyone deserves to eat. Everyone, everyone, everyone deserves to eat. And Gene Lee said that in one of their videos, and I just have never forgotten it. Like, and then followed it up probably this year actually with a video. You know, it's not that I individually have to feed everyone. Not everyone is going to get fed at my table, but everyone deserves to eat, right? Even the people that I just disagree with, even the people that think that I am not human, even the people that think that I do not have the right to exist, even the people that are fighting against my rights, even those people deserve to eat. They deserve to eat. They don't have to eat at my table, but they deserve to eat, right? And so seeing beyond, that screen name of whatever that's spewing hatred about my friends or about me or something like that it really allows me to sort of like let all that go. For instance, right now on Threads, I have a thread that's going wackadoodle that has like 300 likes on it because some person on the internet named Pedantic Dumbass um, posted, literally that's their handle, okay? And I was like, I'm not going to engage with this, but they had posted like, so we got an emergency alert 2 days ago here in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities, because a young girl, a 12-year-old girl named Victoria, had been missing for 3 days, and she was a type 1 diabetic, and they finally sent out the emergency alert. And this person was saying that it was an irresponsible use of resources and that they shouldn't have said it's not an emergency, right? And I said, I'm sorry, what? Like essentially just was like, I'm sorry, what? And they they responded and someone else responded. And so anyway, this thread is going viral, but I'm not angry with them. I'm not holding that energetic space for them. They deserve to eat. They're not going to eat at my table. I told them that it was a weird take. And I moved on with my life because that's a weird take. That's a weird thing to be mad about. Also, this is a person that has the Amber Alerts turned off on their phone.
They've already told you who they are by doing
Exactly.
that. No different than the person who's the leader of that opera house who tried to take the Palestinian flag away, or the person the other day who told me fuck Palestine under a post that was trying to get people fed. Like,
right.
You're not doing the flex you think you're doing by saying that innocent people deserve to starve.
And we see your call for love. We see how much you hate yourself. And that's meeting people human first. Right? That's meeting people human first. We're not about getting in the, like, we'll go back and forth a few times with you in the comments, but we're not going to continue what we know that you need to do the inner work on.
And the inner work looks like asking someone in your community for the hug that you desperately need. I get enough affirmation and hugs in my life now that I'm not fighting with people about human rights online. I want everybody to get the great sex, great food, and great adventures that I do.
Right.
That's what it means for me to be human. But you're right. You point it back to it. We talk about it every day in our network. Every action is love itself or call for love, and everyone deserves to have their basic needs met. Once again, we speak up today for universal basic income and social services.
Yes.
And food for everyone, and supplements and healthcare and all of these things that we know people need. But some of y'all would not know that you are better than us if you didn't have more money or more opportunity to take care of yourself. And we want to heal that and disrupt that. Earlier in the week, we were working with Tara on her bylines, and one of them was disruptor. And disrupting the harm, the bullying, the willful ignorance of our neighbors is part of what it means to create a human first condition. And we're out here at Love and Action Network. I have a meeting in less than 30 minutes to pick up another client of a person who has everybody that I've been meeting with. We're going to talk about a Dr. Black Artist program later, but every Black artist that I've been meeting with to adopt into our programs and to support has had amazing gifts and ability. The one thing they don't have is clarity in their thoughts and someone actively seeking to believe in them and what they're doing all the time. And Tara believes in me. My partner believes in me. My family believes in me. The network believes in me. Why can't we allow that love to roll downhill human first? I think it's great. I think it's a great time to be alive. I think that allowing people to have seats at our table and breaking the bread of hope, faith, and love is going to really help us rise above the craziness. We're not walking on the White House roof. We're out here serving people.
We are.
And we do a lot of it on social media.
We do a lot of it on social media. Now, Dr. Flo was talking to me yesterday about like, what do I tell my clients? Because like we go in between. We have doubts too. We are people that are heavy social media users. Obviously, we like literally Dr. Flo runs a clubhouse room every single day. That is our space collectively, but Dr. Flo does open it. That is on social media, right? It's on social audio. I'm on Instagram heavily, especially because they introduced reposts, and my life, like I could die happy that Instagram has reposts now. I put it in the tech chat, girl, they are coming for that ass.
Okay? I also saw the Instagram map. You see the Instagram map?
Yeah, but then did you see what your husband posted in the LAA chat? He put it in the broadcast channel of turning off your location. And I see all this on the internet that people are like, but that is the feds and people can find you. And I'm like, if people want to find you on the internet, they're going to find you. Like whether you have your location on or not. But like, more power to you. Do what feels protective to you. Protect your person.
If I send you an email today and you open it, I know where you are.
Right. It tells me what city you're in. Yep. So anyway, we have doubts about social media. I think this is the shorter video. This is the one with the zit, the guy with the zit under his eye. So just y'all be prepared. Okay. I prepared you well.
The reason why you're not blowing up on social media is because you're still posting like you're on social media, but social media doesn't even exist no more. That ended like 3 years ago. You don't see people that you follow on your timeline no more. You see stuff that you're interested in. You're in a thing called interest media, where your algorithm is going to serve you the stuff that you're interested in, not the stuff that you follow. What does that mean? You need to stop trying to stay on brand, stop trying to stay in a niche, stop trying to be in a box. People don't care about your box. In fact, you're better if you start talking about 15 different things at the same time. That way you'll pop up on 15 different algorithms. There's no such thing as flooding your timeline no more, because if you're talking about something that the people you follow aren't interested in, then they're going to pop up on their timeline.
Yeah, short one. And I heard it, so hopefully that. Oh my God. Well, enjoy closing those. Listen, y'all, like seeing that video, and I've seen it multiple times now, but I really I've really been struggling with like, quote unquote, putting too much out on social media, or like being too branded, or because I'm a brand coach at the heart of me. Like I want your message niche down and clear so that people can find you and get the help that they need from you, and you can feel like you are fulfilled and your cup runneth over because you are so fulfilled from the work that you are doing. Because I do believe that people that are selling, at least in their own personal businesses, are seeking to serve and help people, and I think that's really important. But I was trapped for a long time, and I just posted it in my stories yesterday. Like I am today I went and looked at my feed last night, like my profile on Instagram. And I was like, oh my God, for the first time in forever, I actually like my feed because it's diversified, because it's not just me. There's Dr. Flo, there's Love in Action Network, there's graphics, there's me, there's like, there are so many different things on my page. And this video in particular was really encouraging that like social media is not a highlight reel anymore. Sure, you can post your food, sure, you can post your vacation, but just know that like the way to reach people is by being all that you are, is by being authentic, is by talking about the things that you want to talk about. And there was a second last night as I was, because it was late at night and I was like seeing things on the internet and I was like, oh my God, I want to talk about that. Oh my God, I want to talk about that. Oh my God, I want to talk about that. And it was so freeing to just show up in my stories and talk about it all at once. Right. Like I talked about white passing and white presenting. I talked about my feed. I talked about something else that I don't remember. I talked about my students that both have had really, really great successes lately. Like one of my students, an amateur performer, a dancer, and an actor, she put together a cabaret in New York City with a bunch of other performers and a pianist, and she has a graphic and it's beautiful, right? Like it's so awesome. And so like I just really this was freeing for me because I, for whatever reason, I had permission to just post. And Dr. Flo has said it before and we've all said it before, but it hits different sometimes. Sometimes you just need to hear things when you need to hear things. And sometimes you'll be open and willing to accept the things when you're open and willing to accept the things.
I just put you on my Snapchat public story because the walls are blowing off of this. We no longer have to be a one-trick pony or play to just one part of ourselves. Walt Whitman said we contain multitudes. And so we're just going to showcase our lives and our fun and how we're building the magic.
Right. And last thing that I'll say is that one of my other coaches, Fiona Flight, she says, and I feel like she got this quote from someone else, but I can't remember who the someone else is, but Fiona says this a lot, which is the through line is you. The through line of everything that you do is you. And sometimes we get very confused in that, but it's you. So whatever you're sharing is what you need to be sharing on that given day. And it's all connected because you are the through line and you're the one saying it.
And tomorrow's not promised. So be in your joy today. Share what you want to share. Stop putting yourself in a box for other people who ultimately may not be paying attention that day, or they may ultimately not give a fuck at all.
Right. Right.
Like, are you living your life for you, or are you living your life for Tara? Are you living your life for you, or are you living it for Flo? Are you living your life for you, or are you living it for booty claps on the internet? Like, we really want to encourage, equip, and empower people to be in there happy, they're healthy, and they're free, no matter what it looks like. Because YOLO.
Exactly.
I'm going to share my screen here from one of my threads, riffs. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, is kissing Trump's ass.
This flag comes on the Corning line. It's engraved for President Trump. It's a unique unit of one. It was designed by a U.S. Marine Corps corporal, a former one, that works at Apple now.
He's done well.
Designed it for you. And the base comes from Utah and is 24 karat.
We don't have the time, and I'm not playing all of that today. These CEOs, usually this, sometimes this, are kissing this dictator's ass. They're trying to avoid tariffs and disappointing their shareholders. And it's not to support every man, every woman, every they, them USA. And I'm pissed about it. This is a queer man, Tim Cook is, who's the CEO of the iPhone Corporation. Gay people and LGBTQIA people are reviled by a lot of the evangelical Christians that are also supporting Trump. I don't understand how he, of all people, would be kissing that man's ring, except that the color is green and greed for capitalism.
Whatever keeps your neck off the chopping block.
Speaking of having your neck on the chopping block,
I think this video is pretty quick, but I think we should watch at least part of it, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's funny. Where are you heading? Daycare. I'm sorry? Daycare. Hell, hold on. I'm getting out.
A widely shared video shows ICE arresting an Iranian-born father outside his child's preschool in Oregon. ICE says Mahdi Khan Babashadeh overstayed his visa. His family says he married a U.S. citizen, passed his green card interview months ago, and was legally adjusting his status. A U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement spokesperson told CBS News that ICE officials attempted to arrest Khan Babashadeh during a traffic stop. Now, there's a moment in the
that's all we need.
video where you can see Mr. Khan Babashadeh trying to keep his child.
So essentially, I just wanted to lift this particular video because I did see it while I was scrolling, and this is not uncommon for ICE right now. And to continue to speak up against ICE, I know there have been also like literally 24-hour protests around a detention facility in LA. And around the nation as more and more of these situations occur. And it does appear that the Supreme Court, as well as Trump and Congress, are giving ICE basically the green light to, and there, that was Snapchat, y'all. That was the public, the public stories going up, if you heard them. They're giving ICE the green light to also take people that have no criminal record, that are dropping their kids off at daycare, that are, going to school. There are so many people that are scared to go back on their college campuses as we start the school year again, for fear of ICE. And so it's just really important to keep an eye on this, keep speaking up about it, keep calling your reps, keep doing all of the things, and stand up, learn the de-arrest tactics. Don't let these masked men get away being masked. Unmask them, and hold on to your people, right? Protect the brown people, protect the Black people. This is just, it's gross, and it is part of the steps to genocide, disappearing people. And that's exactly what they're doing. And it doesn't matter whether they are in good standing with their visas or with the law. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore.
Dean Cain, who used to be Superman,
good for him, I guess,
is encouraging people on its Instagram to join ICE.
First responders to help secure the safety of all Americans, not just talk about it. So I joined up. And here's your opportunity to join ICE. You can earn lots of great benefits and pay. Yeah, since President Trump took office, ICE has arrested hundreds of thousands of criminals, including terrorists, rapists, murderers, pedophiles, MS-13 gang members, drug traffickers, you name it. Very dangerous people who are no longer on the streets. You can defend your homeland and get great benefits like a $50,000 signing bonus. Think about that. Student loan repayment legally. Enhanced retirement benefits and special pay for those in the field operations and law enforcement roles. I don't get that special pay, but you also don't need an undergraduate degree. You can get to work right away. So if you want to help save America, ICE is arresting the worst of the worst and removing them from America's streets. I like that. I voted for that. They need your help. We need your help to protect our homeland and our families. So check into it, as I said, and join today if it's something that tickles your fancy, because we can use you. Hey.
Clearly, the man taking his children to daycare was such a danger to society. Listen, y'all, first of all, that dude sounds like so Trump. he's like imitating
He's starting
Trump.
to sound like Trump in his delivery.
Yeah, very, very strange cadence. I've never even seen that guy because I don't like Superman. I'm a Marvel girly, y'all, in case anybody was wondering. I'm a Marvel girly. So I'm not a DC girly, so I haven't seen any of the Supermans. But anyway, there was a wet spot on the floor and it scared me. Listen, y'all, if they wanted to, they would. And that is in regards to student loans. They have all this money to pay for ICE people, right? Bonuses, student loan forgiveness, but they can't figure out how to give us UBI. They can't figure out how to give us healthcare. They can't figure out how to feed the people in Gaza. They can't figure out, there's no money for that, right? I just see a little deeper, y'all. See a little deeper.
Weird shit that people would be galvanized and inspired to go and disrupt people's families and ordinary lives. It's like hiring gangsters and gang members in plain sight.
Yeah. Weird.
We're calling for ceasefire every day in our hearts and our minds and in these streets. We are seeing more resources being dropped in Gaza, but as people go to get that aid, they're being murdered. So we got tons of work to do.
And it's beyond a point in both Gaza and Sudan where refeeding syndrome could potentially be a problem. So without letting doctors in, without letting other aid in, without properly giving these people nutrition, they are likely to die anyway. So at the end of the day, it doesn't, like, Israel is propagandizing the world that believes in them still, to do, by dropping this stuff. And this was I always bring like a thread, although I've been posting like every day, which I think I also included, but I bring a thread every week. Gaza is roughly the size of Chicago. I'm going to read that one more time, y'all. Gaza is roughly the size of Chicago. The notion that a military backed by the U.S. needs to kill, at the very least, tens of thousands of civilians to rescue hostages is nonsense. Israel rejected Hamas's offer to release the hostages in October 2023 because this isn't about the well-being of the hostages. Netanyahu and the Israeli government want Palestinians out of Gaza and the West Bank. In case anybody needed to be clear, and this is what I posted this morning. Good morning. Feed the world. Free Sudan, free Congo, free Palestine, free Haiti, free Tigray, free all oppressed people. Ceasefire now.
Someone's got to say it. Y'all are scared.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. We're going to be more loved through our programs, which are not there. Yes, they are. Adopt a Black Artist program is currently interviewing. I got to go because in 10 minutes, I'm bringing in a new Black artist that wants our support.
And I'm so excited that maybe we'll get to feature someone tomorrow.
Yes, perhaps. They are. I want to take my lead this time from them and what they want. I'm realizing that help hits especially well in people's lives when it's the help that they want, not the help that I want to give. So I've been very diligent this time to ask them, what do you need and what would bring you the best sense of accomplishment in us helping you? And the answers vary, but most of them need administrative support and somebody to care about their dreams just as much as they do. And we do that very, very well here in Love in Action Network. I'm also hiring for my back of house and also musical and artistic personnel for Dr. Flo and the Love Experience. It's going to be a workshop / show event that pulls into towns all over the country that allows people to remove the mask and come out of the shadows and express their stories and their gifts to the world. And if you're interested in partnering with us and being part of that program, just let me know through our website at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. We are now accepting applications and also auditions. Tara, what are you working on in Blackening the Canon and also Freedom Fridays?
Go out and tell your story. Let it echo far and wide. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Okay, you're welcome for the musical break. Okay, Blackening the Canon is a group chat over on WhatsApp right now, as well as my albums. April in our community, who's a member of Love and Action community, and also Dr. Flo's Community Academy, where bonus points you get me as a TA, if you're interested in that. Anyway, it asked about, April asked about my album or how to hear me sing. Well, my primary objective is to blacken the canon, and I do that by creating albums of all Black music. My first one, Soliloquy, came out in 2022, and it's available on my website, tarapriolo.com/links, and you can also find it by going to tarapriolo.bandcamp.com. And that is 10 songs by Black composers. And also I'm going to be literally after we get off this call, since I know that Dr. Flo is going to be in a meeting, which sometimes we are in meetings with each other and co-working and coming up with ideas, but I'm going to be going over there to talk about something that I saw this morning. A couple of things that I saw where I was like, oh, I really wish that this was a Black composer. So if you're interested in having that conversation, if you're interested in getting Black rep into your repertoire list, and if you are interested in Black classical music at all, that is the place to do it. Freedom Fridays, which is tomorrow. I started advertising for this very late, but you just go to the same link, tarapriolo.com/links, and you click the top link for the Talking About the Ish masterclass. I am finally teaching that. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can add it right to your Google Calendar, and it has the Google link and all of that stuff. So I've created a lot of posts about talking about the ish and how to do that, but we will dive even deeper and work on your confidence in talking about it in that masterclass tomorrow, and that is also free. I also am still offering the free 15-minute alignment checks. If you have something super quick, you just want to talk through something, you want to sing a little bit, you can come warmed up, you want to sing a song and get some feedback, that's the perfect place to do that. Or you can book a longer session that I can work through, whole DEI initiatives and things like that in that. Or I can teach you a full lesson and we can work on your warm-up routine and a song, etc. So you can book those other two, those sessions, the alignment checks and the standard sessions, by DMing me or emailing me at tarapriolostudio@gmail.com.
What a thrill it is, Tara, to gather with you every week to talk about our thoughts and our beliefs and what we're seeing in the world, and to put it all on the table for love. A lot of people tell us that they admire the way in which we're able to just show up and be ourselves and find camaraderie and love in each other. We do not agree on everything. I know that some of you all think that we do. Tara and I have vastly different lives. One of the things we don't agree on is the gift of a toddler. The gift of children. I have no desire to ever have children. She has that gift, and I don't get it, but I do support it, and vice versa. There's so many things that I do that she doesn't support. Well, she supports, but she doesn't get it,
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. They're just wild parts of our adventure that we embrace because we love one another, including the fact that we play Roblox. If you're out there and you want to come over and get a burning bud from me to help you start your garden over on Roblox, you're more than welcome to join us as we play and have fun with our lives. We're not interested in being stuck in the mud people for the rest of our days. There's so much in life to be long-faced about and to be miserable about. We're not there. We want to be happy, healthy, and free. And hopefully some of our conversation that we had today and you linking up with us over on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Substack, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and beyond. Hopefully something encouraged, equipped, and empowered you to live your best life today, just like us. Thank you so much for watching and holding space for love daily. On behalf of our total production and leadership team, Poppy Water 33, Tara Parolo Studio and myself, Andre in the Flow, we invite you as always to stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable, and we'll see you very, very soon around our fabulous network. Take care.